Hi guys, welcome to Gower College Swansea Staff Wellbeing Day. Today Michael and myself are going to be doing a summer barbecue, and the four dishes I'm going to be talking you through are the chicken skewers, salmon skewers, and we're going to be doing stuffed peppers with couscous and chilli sweet corns. So to start off with, I'm going to talk you through my chicken skewers. I'm going to be using wooden sticks, so make sure if you're using wooden sticks that you soak them in water for 10 to 15 minutes beforehand so they don't catch fire on the barbecue. And you can put this on in any order you wanted to, so I'm just going to place them on one by one. You know, for example, if you don't like tomatoes, you can put another vegetable on. And if anybody's got any, allergies, obviously bear that in mind. As you can see, I'm wearing gloves because I'm not that fussy on handling raw meat. So if you're just using your hands, then make sure obviously that you wash your hands before and especially after, because you're handling raw meat. Okay, with my chicken, I've marinated it beforehand in a Chinese marinade sauce. But if you wanted yours plain or using different marinade, that's totally fine. So just place them on, just fill the skewer up as much as you want on there. I like mine pretty full. And then once we finish them, I'm just going to season to finish them off. Okay, so once it's ready, place it down, and I'm just going to season them. Okay. And then I'm just going to remove my gloves. Bear in mind, if you haven't got gloves on, then at this point you'd be washing your hands. Okay, I'm going to move over now and talk you through the salmon skewers. As you can see, these have been done prior because I didn't want to get my hands messy again. So these have been marinated in a chili sweet corn sauce, and then they're just in there ready for the barbecue to go. So that's your salmons. Again, if you wanted them plain, that's totally fine. All right, the stuffed peppers with couscous. Obviously, you cut the pepper in half and then de-seed. I'm actually going to add a bit of feta cheese in the bottom of mine, so I'm just going to sprinkle that in the bottom. 2 little cubes in the bottom of that. Okay, then I'm going to add the couscous over the top. Press it down, fill them up nice and full. And then a bit of feta cheese on the top, just to finish it off. Okay, oh, it's just fallen down. I'm doing the barbecue because seeing as the sun is shining, and it's the only time I really get to cook outdoors. Okay, so moving on from that now, I'm going to talk you through the chili sweet corns. So just to finish off, actually, I'm just going to drizzle over the top and then add a bit of these to finish off. As you can tell, I like my chilies. Okay, so moving on to my favourite now. This is the chili sweet corn. So I've got a piece of foil cut ready. Place the sweet corn into the foil. Knob of butter. Okay, these have actually been boiled beforehand. All right, and then all I'm going to do then again is just add the chilies, quite a few chilies, and then just to finish off before we place them on the barbecue, just tuck these up nice and tight in the foil so they're good to go. And there are the four dishes ready to go on the barbecue. I'm going to hand you over to Michael now, who will talk you through his first dish. See you soon. Bye.
Well, hi everybody, and Claire is looking fantastic. So this summer barbecue is going to be really something different. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it's going to look. So Michael's in the kitchen. We're going to be looking at doing a beetroot salad. So what you should have already, you should have some beetroot. I said probably about 4 or 5 pieces of beetroot, some cherry tomatoes or normal tomatoes, an onion or spring onions, and some honey, balsamic vinegar, and some oil and salt and pepper. I've also got here, as you can see, some mint from the garden, which we can chop up as well. So, hands are washed. I got a little bowl here to put the skins and bits and pieces in, so let's go for it. So chopping onions, We need to get them as small as possible because we don't want big chunky pieces unless that's what you would prefer in your salad. Okay, so we're peeling back the onion. I always make sure to take off a couple of the layers because the tough one sometimes can be on the top. So take back a couple of layers so that you get the nice shiny skin on the top when you peel the skin back. Okay, and the same with the other half. The weather's been so good lately, and this is such an alternative salad that you can have, and our family love it. A little bit different, but that's what this is about, isn't it? Try something new. So here we go. Right, so the onion is ready to chop, so nice small pieces. So let's go for it. Don't want that bit. So make it nice and small. Similarly with this one. So this is where we need to get it as nice and fine as possible, nice small pieces. And what I love about what Claire was doing earlier is that you don't have to be an amazing cook. This is just about trying something different and realising that cooking is really accessible for everybody, and it doesn't have to be done with a big budget either. Okay, so there we go. I'm pretty happy with that as my onion start. So those go into my bowl. Nearly there. And I do the tomato next because when you do the beetroot, it does leave quite a lot of stain, red stain on your chopping board. Okay, so let's get into the tomatoes. Now these, if you're using cherries, just cut them 1 into 4. Okay, so I'm going to do this as quickly as I can. So if you're doing this with me, that's great. If not, it's just going to take a couple of minutes just to get the tomatoes done. And I've been growing some tomatoes in my greenhouse, but they're not quite ready yet. But this is just some shop bought tomatoes. And again, you put as many as you like in. What's nice about these when they're in the quartered is they look really, really nice in the salad. They look quite attractive. You get to see the nice colours of the seeds coming through as well. Okay, this is going well. I'm pleased with this so far. Let's do a few more. Now obviously when you're cutting, just be careful you don't cut yourself. Okay, so some good sharp knives are key to slicing through. So it could be worth investing in some really good knives because it does make the whole process much simpler. I always like Christmas presents for knives. People think I'm mad. You can't do without a good knife. Right, we're nearly there with the tomatoes. Woo! Whizzing through. A couple more. And then the fun bit comes. It takes seconds, this salad. It really is simple. And it will really complement the dish that Claire has done for us. Because the idea of this salad is nice and fruity, but at the same time, it's colourful. Now this, again, chopping the beetroot, chop in half, then lengthways, and then they're in kind of cubes. Okay, again, throw them into your bowl. This is going to look fantastic. And again, nice summer colours. What you need to try and do when we're looking into our nutrition and diets is get some lots of reds, yellows and greens into our diet, because these foods contain fresh nutrients, fantastic essential amino acids which your body needs for good, healthy, strong muscles and bones. Okay, we're nearly done. You can see it doesn't take long at all. This beetroot is pre-cooked. Now, of course, if you're very brave, you can cook your own. But this is just shop bought, but it is not in vinegar. So we're going to be adding some balsamic vinegar shortly. Okay. So there we go. So basically, that's what it looks like. I'm going to be using my fingers to give it a nice stir through. You can see already the colours are absolutely amazing. Get that onion mixed in really well. And as you can see, there's a vast amount of salad there that will feed, you know, everybody. Okay, so just wipe these fingers. Okay, this is the fun bit. So we've done that. So now we're going to add the balsamic vinegar, the olive oil and the honey. Now I always start with the honey because it's the thickest of the things we're going to be adding in. So good swirl of honey, okay? So don't worry about it being too sweet. This gives a really nice glaze but also nice sweetness. Then we're going to add the olive oil. So a good glug of olive oil gives it a nice glossy texture. Now this is the key for balsamic vinegar, adds the acidity to the sweet, and again a good glug. Now the key for this salad particularly is to leave it for a couple of hours in the fridge. Loads of salt. Okay, I'm just going to move this over a bit, out of the way, give myself some more room. Then you've got the lime, so slice your lime. Just adds a bit of citrus zing, so squeeze the lime over the top. Fantastic, I'm just going to use half. Brilliant. Now we're going to add some mint. So the first bit of mint, just take a few of the leaves. Again, I've grown this in the garden, but you can buy it anywhere. Chop up nice and small into little pieces. Don't worry if you've got a few stalks in there. It's good roughage. It's good for you. And then we're just going to sprinkle that in as well. Look at that, it looks absolutely stunning. Look, Jamie Oliver, eat your heart out. Give it a really good mix. Try not to get it on your table. There you go. Right, so basically then, if my little video cameraman can just come and show from the top. It's a nice bit of pepper. I'm just going to tidy up the bowl, give it a good wipe around. And voila, look at that, for a nice summer salad, which is going to accompany Claire's dishes really, really well. And it's absolutely stunning. So I would suggest leaving this in the fridge for an hour or so, covering it over some cling film, and you're ready to go and eat your barbecue. So I'm going to hand back to Claire, and then we're going to come back again and I'm going to show you a green salad. So over to you. See you in a bit.
Thanks Michael, lovely dish. Welcome back guys. So now we're at the cooking stage. So as you can see, I've started with the chickens and the peppers because they take the longer. So I'm just going to add the final chicken skewer. So I'm going to place that on. Bear in mind you're going to keep chicken one side and obviously fish the other side, and with the utensils keep them separate. So I'm going to add the salmon over the other side onto the barbecue. So the chickens have been on currently for about 15-20 minutes and I've just been turning throughout. Just going to add the last pepper and the final sweet corn. So as you can see, it looks very colourful, nice and healthy. So most people like to do burgers and sausage, but we just like to mix it up a bit, and like I said, it looks really nice while it's cooking. So I'll hand you back over to Michael to finish his final dish. See you in a bit, bye.
Welcome back. Thank you, Claire. Gosh, that is looking fantastic. And I just can't wait to give those a try as well. Now this is a little extra to what is on the list, which you may have not prepared, but this is really simple. Have you ever had in your family, all your kids and people around, they want salad cream or tomato sauce and stuff all the time? Yes, I know exactly the feeling. And they won't eat lettuce, okay? So what we've got to do is to try and get lettuce and good nutrients into your family's bodies. So basically, some lettuce I've grown in the garden, you can buy your own in pre-bagged salad, or just an iceberg, and basically give it a wash. And what you're going to need to really give this salad a bit of oomph is, I'm using some cider vinegar, but you can use white wine vinegar, some olive oil, salt, some garlic granules, optional. If you don't like garlic, don't use it, and some black pepper. I've also got a lime. I love putting limes on everything, if you've noticed by now. And I've also got a few mint leaves which I've had left over from the beetroot salad. So this is bog standard, easy peasy, doing 30 seconds. So you've got your lettuce, make sure they're washed, chop them up into nice chunks. Simple, 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 okay? Pop them into your bowl. And this, you're going to be amazed at. I don't really want those little bits on the end, so I'll pop those back there. They can be a bit tough. Okay, now watch this. Really simple. No more chopping. I've used half the lime from before. First thing we do is put on a load of salt, okay? So salt goes on, and again, please use some good pink rock salt. A good portion of salt. Then you use your white wine vinegar, or in this case cider vinegar, and again just pour it over top. You may be thinking, oh gosh, how much quantity do I use? Well, I just use it and get on with it. A good glug of some good olive oil. Done the salt and some garlic next, so a good sprinkling of garlic over the top. And again, optional, don't need it if you don't want it. Some nice black pepper. And this is where finally you add the hands, okay? Just get the hands in to give a good mix. Your hands are great things, okay, for tossing and turning these salads. The best thing, better than utensils, because you can really get the mixture around the lettuce really well. Again, you can see it's looking amazing. Going to squeeze on some lime. Again, you can add some honey if you wish, but of course you've got the honey in the beetroot salad, so you don't want anything too sweet. And then finally, chop up loosely some mint leaves to go onto the top and sprinkle over the top here. So there you've got, and I tell you, you've got to try this, because when you do, it'll like totally change the way you eat green salads, okay? So basic green salad, which is really going to benefit your summer barbecue, and that's it, it speaks for itself. So I'm just going to bring over the beetroot salad. Voila, voila. So there we go. A nice accompaniment which took me 10 minutes to do, okay? And I look forward to seeing your photographs. Now get your photographs on the college website. We want to see and share what we've been doing over this summer period. So well done. I just want to say fantastic for your effort, and I look forward to seeing how you get on. Back over to Claire. Bye for now.
Okay, thanks again, Mike. Welcome back. So now we're ready for serving. So I'm going to plate up one of each so you can see the final product. So I'm going to take one chicken skewer off. Obviously be careful because they're going to be quite hot. And then I'm just placing mine in a lettuce leaf. And then finally the chili sweet corns. Be careful because the foil may be nice and hot. I'm just going to put it up onto the table. And then when you're opening the foil, be careful because it will be quite hot. Just going to remove the foil and sprinkle over the top. So there's the chili sweet corn, and then everything else over the top. And there we have it. That's the final product. If anybody does give it a go, if you can send in your photos, I'll just hand you back over to Mike for the final. Enjoy.
Well, thank you, Claire. That basically brings us to the end of our summer barbecue and our salads. I really hope you've enjoyed just experiencing something a little bit different. Again, just give it a go, okay? So you've got to get in touch as well with all the things you've been doing. Let's make a really good college collage of all the fun we've had doing these barbecues. Don't forget Wellbeing Day, get booked into some stuff. There's loads of things going on for your well-being, your health, your fitness, some great talks. And just enjoy and look after yourself during this time. So, look forward to speaking to you soon. Bye for now.